Carrot Land. This is such climactic music for a place called Carrot Land. But yeah, I think this is the last world, judging by how... Yeah, it says there's 7 more yellow gems to collect, and there's only 7 more gems left in the story segment. So since recording last episode, though, I played a little bit on my own. And as you'll see, I collected all the red gems in Toxic Land. All 8 red gems in Frozen Mountains, and all 7 red gems in the Forgotten Grotto. What is it called? Toxic Tide? Is that the name of the third one? Yes. So yeah, welcome back. I'm the Comic Foil, and we're going to start Carrot Land. Got 7 levels here to do. Let's jump into it. Yeah, I had 3 levels I still needed to collect red gems for, and amusingly, they were all both of the dragon levels were included. Both of the like dragon run stages. Whoops. Yeah, rather. Oh, it doesn't let me just jump straight to there because there's a big outcropping in the way. Okay. So we're racing the rising lava. I feel strangely heavy right now. I feel like my jumps are weirdly heavy. Why do I feel that? What else have I been playing lately? I just beat Kirby's Dream Land 2 for the first time. That's my most recent retro game defeat. Kirby's Dream Land 2 is surprisingly hard. Like, probably getting through, like, just getting through it and doing the bad ending, you know, really isn't that bad. But, yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to affect that guy. Oh, did I not have my little friend? Okay, well, so much for the no-hit crown, but that's alright. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with how big the hurt boxes are on those starfish. At least this isn't like back in the day where you had a limited number of lives. Though most of the time in Donkey Kong Country, I don't have to worry about lives. Usually I can farm enough lives. Can I kill these guys? No. Okay. So we're just gonna have to stay out of their path. Go low. Cool. Looks like there's something down here. Yes, there is a letter A. Thank you for also having an opening on this side, so I don't just have to backtrack. Ah, boy. Yeah, I'm not great at these flying controls. I felt like Squawks in Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3 is kind of a little bit more jittery, but it makes him very fast. Okay, we killed a pickle. Alright, well, hopefully we can still get enough red gems without whatever I would get from hearts here. And something over on that side kind of looks like it. What's over here that you're trying to lead me to? Okay, just more red gems. The way the screen framed at it, I thought it was going to be more. Okay, well. Here's a thought while I'm thinking about Donkey Kong Country stuff. One of the most exciting things about the Donkey Kong Country games are the animal buddies. Everybody has their favorites and their least favorites. So what are some of your favorite animal buddies? I'm going to go through all of them really quick because this game does kind of reference many of them. Though it doesn't... So the most famous one is Rambi the Rhino, which is if I were to do this in like a tier list form, Rambi the Rhino is probably in my S tier, and that's like purely a personal taste kind of thing. Don't know if you know this about me, but rhinos are one of my favorite animals of all time, and Donkey Kong Country is probably why. Yeah, I thought it was so cool. In the very first stage, you get to ride Rambi in the very first Donkey Kong Country. Also in the first stage of Donkey Kong Country 2, and it's awful that they don't have Rambi in Donkey Kong Country 3. It is a crime. Even the new Donkey Kong countries that don't really do animal buddies still have Rambi. He's in Donkey Kong Country Returns. He's in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. He's even in Donkey Kong 64 a little bit, and I really like his musical theme there. But like, yeah, he's like a little bit heavy. But it's cool that you can, you know, jump off those annoying zingers, and I don't know, he feels powerful, and I like him. S tier is probably a little bit too generous, but if we're going off of just like my favorites, then yeah, he's in my S tier, and he's always around. He's DK's guy. Another thing I liked a lot is that in Mario Kart DS, Donkey Kong's starting cart looked like Rambi, which is a pretty cool touch. Yeah, so in Donkey Kong Country 3, Rambi was replaced as the main ground animal buddy. Instead, we got Ellie the elephant, which is not a very original name. But Ellie's pretty cool. I would give Ellie a solid A tier. She feels steady. She could do some neat stuff with her trunk. She can pick up items. She can pick up barrels and stuff. There's a level that I guess you can count this as a point against her, but Ellie, being an elephant, is afraid of mice, and there's a stage in Donkey Kong Country 3 that's all based around going through a sawmill with her and avoiding rats, and if there's like lighted sections, so if Ellie sees a rat, she will run from it. So you need to either like hold barrels to block your own sight, or like wait until the rats are out of the light. And then there's a spot right towards the end where she sees a bunch of rats and it just like turns into a runner. She can also drink water with her trunk and shoot it as a projectile. So yeah, there's a lot of neat stuff going with Ellie. There's a boss fight that you have to fight with her that I don't love, where you're fighting the one guy in the waterfall, and you're shooting little bits of water into his eyes, so it's a little finicky. But as for, like... Also, it's, like, not a great design, you know, Ellie is cute, but I would give Ellie a solid A tier. I'd rather have her than not have her. No replacement for Rambi, but that doesn't mean I don't like her. Go through here. Apparently Rare was going to do more with Ellie and more with like some of the animal buddies that were in Donkey Kong Country 3 also, if they had stuck around with Nintendo, because of what little we have of Donkey Kong Racing, the game they were developing for the GameCube. Ellie was in some of those trailers and screenshots. It bothers me that I haven't found any green portals in this whole level. That really bothers me. I've been, like, kind of thorough. On guard, I would give an A tier. I would put on guard probably above Ellie, just for like how often he's around. I mean, the thing is, you need him. You need him a lot of times, because as far as underwater stages go, he's the only way you can really do anything underwater besides just swim. If you want to be able to hit enemies or anything like that. Oh, okay, so this was the correct direction to travel in. I guess the other way might be... Oh, no, no, no! Fudge! Drawing me back really far. But yeah, On Guard is your, you know, water transport thing. I think it's kind of too bad that he wasn't put into Tropical Freeze, because Tropical Freeze did bring back water levels, but I guess it also improved the basic swimming controls for Donkey Kong himself, so we didn't really need On Guard in that game the way we needed him in the older games. Yep, there we go. Squawks, who basically plays like this. So, Squawks in the first game, I'm not even going to count that towards it, because Squawks is annoying in the first game. In the first game, Squawks just has a lamp and lights the way, and it's only in one level, and it's really annoying because in the original versions of the game, every time you turned around, Squawks would be, like, facing the screen for a couple frames, and it would just flood the entire screen with white light really briefly, and like to the point where I think it would be a seizure warning. Later releases of the game, like the Virtual Console release, changed that. But what's kind of funny is they actually in speedruns of Donkey Kong Country 1, they don't even pick up Squawks in the dark level. They do the whole level in darkness without him, because having Squawks light up the screen adds buffering time, so they just don't even bother with him at all. But yeah, Squawks, I know I've explained this before, but in Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, you can actually ride him and he flies, and it controls just like this, right down to the arcing projectile move. And he's cool. The problem is Squawk's levels tend to be really annoying. They tend to be really tight, and they're like what I just did there. And I don't want to, like, blame Squawks on that, but it feels like almost every level where you play as Squawks, it's, like, more like, yay, I can fly, but I need to meticulously tap the A button, and the arcing shot is, like, kind of hard to line up depending on what you're trying to do, so... I'm gonna put Squawks B tier. I mean, he's iconic, but it's always kind of a bummer when he shows up. Didn't think I would put Squawks lower than Ellie, though. That feels weird. Oh well, somebody needs to go in B tier. First game also has Espresso, the ostrich, and I want to like Espresso, but she's not really good for much. The most you'll see her probably is in bonus stages, if you collect the, oh, wow, that's the same place I died before. Okay, I'm going to, skip through this. Alright, let's go. Oh. Okay, no. How am I so bad at that part? Yeah, I don't know what it is about this that keeps tripping me up, but... There, we're past that. Okay. I'm thinking very carefully about this. Hold on. Okay, anything else hidden up here? I don't know if I got all the red gems on that run, because I took a hit. I lost a heart. Whoop! Okay. Yes, I did have it. Good. I'm not happy that I have to play that again for the other green gem, though, because I don't... Ooh, I don't much care for this level. Is that wall over there false? Is that a false wall? No, I don't think so. I'm kind of racking my brain here, guys. I'm not sure where this missing portal is. Oh, am I supposed to go through the wall here? Okay. Okay, game, okay. Alright, so yeah, I was saying Espresso. Espresso I want to be cool, she's very fast, but I mean, she can't take any hits, she can't even, like, land on enemies, so she's very fragile. She's mostly just, like, exists as a way to get to some of the most obscure bonus rooms in Donkey Kong Country 1. I can definitely see why they dropped her. She is fast, and the glide is cool. Like, I don't mind that one bonus stage that you play as her. That one's cool. Okay, I gotta beat this level again. And there we go. Alright, I still didn't get the no-hit crown on that one, but that's okay. So yeah, I guess if Espresso was a high C, there's also Winky the Frog in the first game. Winky the Frog would be probably a low B. He's very jumpy, he can bounce off of, zingers. So can Rambi, but in the first game you don't get as many chances to do that. So, oh, jeez. Okay, is that what we're doing? I was not prepared for that. Oh my gosh. So Winky's one where there's not really, like, anything wrong with him. He's just a big frog. Yeah, he can jump high. He can jump off most enemies. It's kind of tricky when you're trying to jump off the snakes. But besides that, up. Oh boy. Oh no. Yeah, so that's all the animal buddies in Donkey Kong Country 1, plus Ellie. I also mentioned Ellie. Donkey Kong Country 2 adds 2 more. Well, in a way, it kind of adds 4 more. So we get Squitter, who is definitely my other S tier. He's a spider who wears sneakers. He's got 4 pairs of sneakers on. He's awesome, and he... Oh boy. He can shoot webs, and he has 2 different ways to shoot webs. So he can shoot webs just as projectiles to hit enemies, and he can also shoot webs that turn into platforms, and you can use that to place up to 2 platforms at a time, and, like, you can get anywhere with that. So a lot of his stages have to do with just, like... They can be kind of slow and meticulous, but pretty safe as long as you're being patient. Whoa, okay. Little close for comfort there, but alright. Oh, I see the portal. And I got the portal. Good. The other one is Rattly, and Rattly I'd put, I guess, above Winky. I guess I'd put Rattly above Winky. They have similar... They're basically the same idea, where they're just really bouncy, they bounce off most enemies, they can jump really high. And Rattly is that but better, because he's got the super jump. It's just... It feels a little sloppier, and I don't like his dumb, goofy face as much as Winky's dumb, goofy face. But he is technically better, so I would put him... Oh, is that what we're doing? So I would put him just above Winky there in my B tier. So those are the only rideables that they add in Donkey Kong Country 2, but man, I'm not gonna have enough red gems for everything. No, I want the A! Yeah, that's okay, me doing this again, because it gives me a shot to get some of these red gems that I was missing before. Alright. I feel like I don't have enough red gems for how far I am in the level. I don't know, 37 seeming a little low. Well, that helps. Nope. Come on. Ah! I need that A. I'm not leaving here without that letter A. good news is we could probably do all this a little bit faster than we've been doing it, now that we understand the level a little bit more. Yeah, I don't have to wait for that guy to jump. I can just run under him. Oh, that was almost it. Yeah, the other enemies, they add Clapper, who is a seal, and appears at a few stages where you can bounce off it. You don't ride him. He just appears throughout the stage, and you bounce off him. He either... In one level, he's like... He's got, like, ice breath. He cools down the water in one level, because if you don't use him, the water gets too hot for you to swim in. Okay, we're carrying an urn. And in another level, he freezes the top of the water, and you can run across it. Okay, alright. Alright, you're asking me to do a lot of stuff to get all these letters and gems. Okay, under you. Got the heart. I know it's going to be very easy for me to miss the green portal the way this is going. Okay. I have the urn. Oh, gosh. Oh, right, if I don't press the button, I was afraid of bouncing up. I was afraid of bouncing up into the vine. Sorry, I'm adjusting my chair there. I was about to say, hey, where's the dust tornado? Okay, that time I tried jumping into him, and I think that saved me a few frames. Not that we're counting frames here, but if we were, I mean... I do think I'm getting better at this. I'm not quite nailing that A. Did that a little better this time, though. Oh! I'm, like, not getting the cycles. Speedrunning is all about cycles, and I'm not, like, hitting the cycle on that one turnip guy just right. Donkey Kong Country 2 also has Glimmer, who is an anglerfish, and he has a lantern, and he's pretty much the same as Squawks was in the first game, where there's just one stage that uses him. Ah, I'm upset enough about missing that red gem that I'm gonna redo it. Yeah, so Glimmer, I'm going to... I mean, if I had Squawks ranked differently for just when Squawks is holding the lantern, Glimmer would be marginally better, because Glimmer never had the, bright white light on the screen problem that Squawks had. But otherwise, yeah, I think, Glimmer would be the worst animal buddy. There's just nothing to him, and just above that would be Clapper, because I think Clapper is just a little bit cuter as, like, a stage gimmick. So yeah, they would both be the C tier. Clapper's a great stage gimmick, it's just that I remember specifically in the strategy book, it referred to Clapper as an animal buddy, so I'm doing the same. And then in Donkey Kong Country 3, I already mentioned you have Ellie, and they also add Perry, the parachute bird, who's kind of dumb. Perry, like, flies over your... So you don't ride Perry. Perry follows you and floats a... Yes! That's what I've been trying to do with that A. We need to be able to do that more consistently. Yeah, so Perry floats... Oh my gosh! Parry floats a set distance above your head, and like when you jump, it flies up higher, and it collects things that are up there. And then usually the stage has an extra collectible at the end for if you manage to get parry to the end of the level. So parry's more of a like puzzle mechanic. I actually think parry's kind of interesting, but not as fun. Certainly not as useful most of the time, but I mean, it is more about collecting items than like improving your movement. So yeah, I'm actually gonna based opinion, but I'm gonna put parry above Ratley in the oh my god, how did I not make that jump? That's ridiculous. Oh man, they're gonna take my platforming card. I'm not going to be allowed to play Windswept when that comes out. I'm not good enough. The bouncer is going to stop me at the door. Okay. Oh, alright, well, we got the A. Yeah, just don't be afraid to use the hover. I think the problem before was I was already looking ahead at what I had to do. Oh, there's a letter in here. Oh, I don't like this. I don't think I got enough red gems, but I'm getting this green portal. Yeah, I missed the big red gem, so that's probably enough to make me not be able to get this. Oh, there's a... It took me a second to notice the wind draft there. That's what I'm supposed to be using. The only problem with that is I can't go into a hover from this state, so I guess I have to... Yeah, so what gives with that? I can't actually use that. Wait. Yeah, something's not making sense to me here. But that's my complete tier list for Animal Buddies and Donkey Kong Country games. I guess the other, there's like Hoofer from Donkey Kong Jungle Beat and like the Parachute Birds, and I think there's also like an orca whale that you ride, though I don't remember its name. And Professor Chop from Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze that acts as the checkpoint system. I don't understand. Okay, no, I guess I'm not supposed to be hovering on the draft, but it does give me more height, so I should just be using the draft to bounce up a little bit higher. Okay. That's what I was misunderstanding. Still need to be hitting A to bounce higher, though. Yeah, this episode was a challenge for me. A very welcome challenge. I enjoyed the challenge. They give you ample time for this, at least, though. Oh, hey, and I think they took me back earlier so I can... No, that only let me collect one of the gems that I had missed. Yeah, it's still not quite enough. Alright, I'm gonna have to replay that level 2 for red gems, but that's alright. Yeah, this has been a tough one. You know what? I'm gonna go for the gems now. Hold tight, guys. Okay, gotta get past the portal. Grab this one over here, and done. Took me a few tries, though it is a lot easier when you're no longer going for the letters. The letters and the red gems are two completely separate things on that level that you're taking time out of the chase to get. Okay, I don't want to redo the stage, though. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to be it for this episode here, now that we've unlocked Jelly Dungeon. Yeah, we can do the Jelly Dungeon next time. But let's look at these two additions to the story here. Okay, so Rabbit Shifu brought the Dragon Scroll out. He's opening it, and there's a statue of the tiger, or the tiger became a statue? Yes, he's undergoing a process to, I guess, turn the Elder into a mask. Yeah, I think that's what's happening here, is that they're turning their essence into the statues that the masks are on. So I think the shark and the bird and the tiger Elder are sacrificing themselves for the masks that we're using on this journey. And this journey will continue next time. I'm the Comic Foil, and I just want to point out this game does have pretty cute idle animations for Kaze. Kaze does a little bit of a Sonic thing where she, like, looks at you impatiently. Yeah, there it is. And then eventually she starts doing some funny stuff with her ears. Come on, do the ear thing, Kaze. Yeah, I think she... Don't she let... there must be a bunch of different ones that she does. Okay, well, I'm not going to sit around waiting for you to wait for me. I'm Comic Foil, and I'll see you guys next time.